In the past, I saved a lot of lapis to spend on Warrior of Light Bartz's initial banner. It wasn't because of Warrior of Light Bartz himself, but because of the other 7-star unit, Warrior of Light Lena. I'm still using her in some content, while Warrior of Light Bartz, well, I guess I have his Super Trustmaster reward. New stage, new abilities. He's also been stealth buffed, meaning quite a few abilities that were supposed to receive ability awakenings just got a straight upgrade, making them more relevant. While they don't really change their nature, their numbers have risen considerably. But since they remain about the same, I'll just go over his new active abilities. First off, he gets Throw, an incredible ability that instantly elevates his viability. He also gets some new Absolute Mirror of Equity abilities. Soaring Blade is a brave ability that boosts his wind damage by 20%. Courage to Face Adversity is a cooldown ability that boosts his attack by 300%, gives him a strong beast and plant killer, and reduces physical and magical damage from beast and plant type enemies by 30%. It also enables Brave Blade for the next 3 turns. Brave Blade isn't a new ability, but as a reminder, it chains of Absolute Mirror of Equity and partially ignores the enemy's defense. It doesn't look very strong, but Warrior of Light Bartz has a lot of scattered modifiers that can boost its ability's damage output. Alright, down here we find Blade of Pursuit, another brave ability which lets him and the ally deal wind damage. Headwind Blade can be used 3 times. It deals damage and lowers the enemy's wind resistance by 120%. Let's look at his new passives. He gains a beast and a plant killer, alongside a strong boost to his limit burst damage and limit burst gauge fill rate. In the surprise twist, we see an upgraded limit burst, drastically improving its damage and boosting the damage modifier of Brave Blade even further. He also gets the standard Brave ability boost to some of his older abilities. Time to change forms. His Brave Shift doesn't have a turn duration, though it has a hefty 4-turn cooldown. Once you activate it, you're also stuck with it for 3 turns. Active abilities. He retains Throw, otherwise he'd be absolutely unusable. There's this Gain the Job level which boosts all his stats and damage modifiers for each level ascension, but it's not a new ability. So on that note, let's look at Wind Cutter Blade, a Wind Graviton Cannon Brave ability, and now we'll look at something else. Blessed Wind Crystal is a cooldown ability that will boost your team's wind damage by a significant 45%. Raging Winds can be used 4 times per battle. It raises your team's wind resistance by 100% and lets them all use Wind's Wake for 5 turns, which is a wind attack that chains of Oreo Ray. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, he'll automatically raise your team's wind resistance by 80% each turn. He'll also automatically raise his wind damage by 10% when he enters the battle. His wind resistance has been improved to 100%, and he has a decent limit burst gauge fill rate. Let's look at his limit burst. Breeze Breath can boost your team's attack and magic by 280%, raise their limit burst damage by 100%, and lets them deal wind damage. It's a useful limit burst, with some fast utility since his normal form automatically fills his limit burst gauge at the start of a battle anyways. Now to rank Brave abilities. I recommend raising Surging Vitality to raise his attack and limit burst gauge fill rate, Straight Sense of Justice to boost his attack, Soaring Blade to raise his wind damage, Blade of Pursuit because the damage isn't that high in the first place and you only need the wind to deal, and finally, Wind Cutter Blade, unless you really like Graviton Cannon. Let's make a damage rotation. I'll assume you've unlocked his latent abilities and equipped his Super Trustmaster reward. On turn 1, his limit burst is automatically filled, so cast that to get that permanent damage modifier buff. On turn 2, cast Gain the Job level 2, Fragments of Inner Courage, and Headwind Blade. On turn 3, activate his Brave Shift. Cast Gain the Job level 3, Courage to Face Adversity, and Blessed Wind Crystal. On turn 4, cast Gain the Job level, Job Mastered, and double cast Brave Blade. On turn 5, triple cast Brave Blade. On turn 6, switch back. Cast Dual Spell Blade, Mystic Knight, Hurricane Tomahawk, and Headwind Blade. From there, just keep casting Brave Blade, stacking abilities like Courage to Face Adversity and Dual Spell Blade when available. When his Brave Shift is ready, switch to that form to add Blessed Wind Crystal to amplify his wind damage. So how good is Warrior of Light Bartz? In terms of damage, despite the chaotic assortment, he falls a bit behind Neo Vision Reagan, though he'll definitely beat out the Free Charlotte and Physalis. But really, the true value of Warrior of Light Bartz lies not with his damage, but in his support. His ability to boost your team's wind damage is quite outrageous in its magnitude, and there happens to be a wind damage dealer on this banner that can really soar with his help. The fact that he can let everyone on their team use a Wind Oreo Ray attack and boost their wind damage by fantastic amounts will stack incredibly well with, say, a certain field effect that amplifies wind damage. You should totally watch the review video on Neo Vision Ferris for more details. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you plan to awaken Warrior of Light Bartz. He's a fabulous addition that can boost your team's power. Though, personally, I'm waiting for news of a Warrior of Light Lana Neo Vision Awakening.